Hello everyone. Today we will discuss a very trending and advanced manufacturing approach, that is additive manufacturing. So very first we would like to understand what is exactly the additive manufacturing, that is covered in the introduction to additive manufacturing, and second aspect is types of additive manufacturing, or we can say the classification of additive manufacturing. Third is scope of additive manufacturing, and the final one is its applications. So if we try to understand more precisely what is exactly the additive manufacturing, so we can say additive manufacturing, or it is also known as 3D printing technique, or more precisely if we say it's a digital manufacturing technique which is used to fabricate any of the component by depositing any kind of material, for example metal, or you can say polymer, layer by layer on a substrate. So we will try to focus here why we are using the additive manufacturing. There are several points. Because of that we will nowadays people are adopting additive manufacturing to produce a component, and those advantages are listed here. For example, additive manufacturing provides us a design flexibility. For example, we can produce a very complex component. For example, here we can see here a lattice structure. This lattice structure, why this lattice structure? In metallurgical engineering, we are generally study the different kinds of lattice structure. For example, VCC or FCC or SCP or so on. So we can produce that kind of complex geometry by using additive manufacturing, and this kind of structure we can use in the interior of the component which we will going to produce. And by using this kind of structure in the interior of the component, we can finally reduce the weight of the component. For example, here this is a component. Let's say this is a satellite bracket. So we can say clearly here, this is the internal of this bracket, where here if you try to see here, this is the interior is made by the lattice structure. So whole component is made, and inside this it's not a solid structure, rather it is a porous kind of structure. That is intentionally we will use to design the internal structure. And by introducing this kind of lattice structure, we can introduce a specific directional strength to the component. So this kind of complex geometry can be built by the additive manufacturing. Second, we will talk about the advantage. This is a weight reduction. Weight reduction, as we understood here, by making the component in this manner, we can reduce the weight of the component ultimately. Also, we can reduce the manufacturing steps. This point, if we focus, so when we produce any of the component in conventional manner, like casting or any of the approach, so there we will produce a component, but it is very difficult to produce a component in a single manufacturing step. So we will produce a component in several steps. But by using the additive manufacturing, we will produce a component in a single go, so that here we can say we will significantly reduce the manufacturing steps of the in order to produce a component. Another advantage is reduced lead time. When we will produce any of the component in a single go, so in that manner the manufacturing production speed is also increased, or we can say the production time is reduced. So reduced lead time. The final is reduced buy to fly ratio. This advantage is more precisely, or we can say it's the focus by considering the aerospace component, where aerospace components are very complex. So when we will produce the aerospace component, it's produced by either subtractive manufacturing approach, or in a assembly by the different components to produce a single component. Once we produce by using the additive manufacturing, so its lead time will reduce, manufacturing steps is reduced, so we will increase the production speed. By due to that, buy to fly ratio means we will purchase the material in a raw manner, and up to the final step means the component is ready for the flight. So in that way, buy to fly ratio is reduced finally. So this is the main advantage behind using additive manufacturing, and that is why it is attracting scientific community or industrial community to produce a component over the subtractive manufacturing conventional process. After understanding the different advantages of additive manufacturing, now we will going to understand what is the limitations of the additive manufacturing. Here two different graphs we can see. One is drawn between the cost versus number of component, another is drawn between cost versus complexity. So if we focus on the first curve, here we can see if the number of component is less. So this particular curve is basically representing the conventional approach, and this particular curve is basically representing the additive manufacturing approach. So if the number of component is less, here we can see additive manufacturing is more economical. Additive manufacturing, basically you can see from the curve, always having the constant production cost. So if the number of component is below to this particular point, here we can see the additive manufacturing is more economical, as we can see in conventional line. So if the number of components is less, we can see clearly here the cost is increasing, so it is not economical. Similarly, if we focus on the second graph, here we can see cost versus complexity. So if the complexity of a component is high, so we can see here additive manufacturing is more advantageous. Here we can see after this particular point, we can see because of the constant manufacturing cost, the complexity is high. So the additive manufacturing is possesses less production cost, or we can say economical, because this conventional approach, the cost is constantly increasing as the complexity increases. So this graph is very comprehensive to understand the limitation of the additive manufacturing. Apart from this, there are very limited application field of the additive manufacturing, just because in the current situation additive manufacturing has several production limitations. Due to that, it has a very limited field where it is applied. For example, either it is applied nowadays in aerospace field, or biomedical, or some of the automobile applications. Apart from there, several other applications in the marine applications, or you can say several other similar kind of applications. For operating the additive manufacturing instruments, we need a very skilled labor required for operating the instrument. So skilled labor requirement is always there to operate such kind of advanced manufacturing approach. Apart from that, less material availability. It means in current scenario, additive manufacturing is basically operated based on the several parameters to produce a component. So we generally optimize the production parameter, which is nowadays for in the current scenario there are very limited materials which is till now optimized with the additive manufacturing. For example, titanium, aluminium, vanadium alloy, that is like titanium 6 aluminum 4 vanadium conventional titanium alloy, or we can say aluminium, silicon, tin magnesium alloy. These are the very limited materials are available for the additive manufacturing. Apart from that, it is very limited to produce a very large size component. For example, if we talk about the laser wired direct energy deposition additive manufacturing technique, so that has the maximum, that has the capability to produce maximum component up to 3 meters. But if the component size is more than that, we cannot produce it with the additive manufacturing approach. So this is the example of the larger component limitations. Apart from that, surface finish. Surface finish is also a limitation of this current scenario additive manufacturing. If we produce a component by additive manufacturing, so it's a layer by layer deposition technique. Due to that, surface finish of the component is not that much fine as we achieved in the conventional approach. So these are the several limitations which are continuously we are going to encountering these kind of applications with the continuous research and development in the field of additive manufacturing. So this is the some limitations of the additive manufacturing, but the scope of additive manufacturing is very wide, which we will understand in the scope of the additive manufacturing aspect of this particular additive manufacturing field. So thank you very much.